Checking with the chat. They feel, Gooey Goose says what's good. Salute to Gooey. Um, they reversed the Rosenberg Raw decision. Okay. Jack says, hey, I'm trying to tune in more. Salute to you, Jax. Um, you know what I'm saying? I didn't hear anything about them reversing it or not. I actually did see Organic and Rosenberg Raw have a little exchange yesterday. They got a little heated, and both the tweets are deleted. But I think Rosenberg Raw was talking about the judges, and Organic didn't like it. And Organic responded to him, and quote, "Bruh, this ish is weak. To see you do this, I never disrespect your brand, and when I see you moving this way and done nothing but show you respect, it's disappointing. To see you moving like this when you see me and Lush go to war for you, then you ish on my brand after we work our asses off for what?" Rosenberg Raw's response was, "I'm going to act like I didn't read this." And they just left it there. They both didn't respond, and in fact, both of them deleted their tweets. I'm sure somebody called somebody and this was like, "Yo, bro, like, let's not take this to Twitter," and I respect that. And I respect that. The update guy says Organic's gonna call Tom on Berg like Vince McMahon did to Bret Hart. That's hilarious. Let's get some water. Dunn says the point system incentivizes bad battles and punishes competitive ones. Dunn, I agree, man. Because Saint and Reverse Live, week 17, we got 17 weeks of battles. Saint and Reverse Live might be top 3, top 5 battle of the entire season. Lush jumped out the window, said it's the best battle of the season. You know, Lush is real reactionary, so like I'm okay with him saying that. But if I'm just looking at the entire landscape of the season, I'm just like, wow, like I can't name 5 battles better than this one. They both were amazing, and they both rode uphill. Like it's one of those rare battles where you get like both these guys in the first round is good, both of their second rounds is better, both of their third rounds is better. You know what I mean? So like a battle like that is tough because like somebody has to get edged out every round. So nobody can get a good score, nobody can get a perfect score. But that kind of performance is weighs more, is better, and is more competitive than somebody beating the dog shit out of like Carter Deems. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something to review again because like you can beat somebody that's not competitive at all. You can battle a Bob Lee, you can battle an Active, you can battle a Carter Deems, and you might get a 150 on them. But then you're gonna go to war with somebody and you can't get a high score. I agree. Dustin Reverse got a 144 performance that was better than most 150s. Oh. Damn, that boy talking right there. Man, he's talking. One thing I wanted to talk about as well, Saint and Stewie Newton, they waited till the end of the season to have their like best performance. They had like a season high performance, and all I thought to myself was like, where was this the entire season? Like, if you guys just had one more performance like this, like you're fighting for a playoff berth. I hope they build off of this. I hope they use this momentum for the rest of the year or for next season because Stewie beat Matflex. Like that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Stewie's good, but like going into that battle, I couldn't see it. Like one person was 2-0, and had tough battles, or had one tough battle. The other person was 0-2 against opponents that were a little weaker. And I'm just like, there's a gap here. There's a gap here so far in the season. Salute to Black Compass Media, man. Salute to my brothers. So, Lil Reggie said that's not crazy. Yo, Lil Reggie, man, Matflex is good, man. Matflex is really good, man. Matflex is really, really good, man. He's really, really, really good. So I'll leave it there. And Saint lost his marbles yesterday. That's the Saint that kind of showed up towards the end of the Grand Prix. And I'm just like, where was this all season long? Like, you know what I mean? So we might see a lot of guys that come out of nowhere with really sneaky good performances at the end to try to squeak into the playoffs. And there's going to be guys that think they're solidified for the playoff spot, but the reality is nobody's solidified for it. You know what I'm saying? Like Madflex, who had the most comfortable lead out of everybody, even Bill Collect, who probably has the most comfortable lead, they can't drop the ball this third game. So Four-time says Saint is better than everyone in UM4. Well, granted that almost everybody in UM4 came out the Crucible. I would hope so. I would hope he's better than everybody from UM4. You know what I mean? But salute to King of the Dot Season 1. Those are some real good battles. And I needed them because Saturday was not some real good battles. I needed to cleanse my soul. My battle rap self needed an itch, needed my fix. I don't know if anybody got a chance to be on the Twitter Spaces Friday night. EFM was doing a bunch of audio battles with a bunch of like battlers, people that are battling, and Bill Collector actually headlined their little space event. I won't say little, but the space event. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be honest, whatever Bill Collector rapped on that audio battle, I haven't heard a better round all weekend than that. This is crazy. It's absolutely nuts. He's smoking you, and it's like, I was just like, hold on, man. Like, I didn't hear a single round on Super Fight better than this. Season 1 was fire, but Bill Collector is on another planet right now, and he wrote that shit in like 4 hours. But all right, man. Let's talk about what you guys will really want to talk about, right? The aftermath of the Super Fight. The aftermath of the Super Fight. All right, I'll start with you guys first because I love the chat that you guys matter more. What were some of your biggest takeaways from the Super Fight? Not just the main events debacle, but just the entire night. You know, MVP and Cuban, Cortez and Nightwing, Serious Jones and Swamp. That was hilarious. Let's talk about the most intense game of tag ever, says the update guy. Not sure who is going to blame. Just going to blame Debo and call it a day. B-More says Cortez 3-0, Serious 3-0, but Swamp wasn't bad. B-More gave Serious Jones a round with the Diamond Tester? Larry said, let's talk about Nunu. Let's not. Super Fight is Caffeine's version of Born Legacy. Yikes. And the LTBR curse is over. Cuban 30. You know what, G4? I'm glad you said that. Finally, one of our friends did not lose a big caffeine battle, and we're really happy about that. Can't have a good super fight with no Danny. You know what, man? Danny has been saving these super fight cards. Say what you will. His third round against Drugs, still one of the best third rounds this year. And what he did to Kid Chaos, I love Kid Chaos. I'm a big Kid Chaos fan, but he dragged that man. Respectfully. Yeah, we need Danny on the super fights. Keep Danny on the super fights. Just keep Danny coming on the super fights. Cuban 30. Coffee is a top 3 female performance this 4-time. Danny deserves a Smack DVD GOAT. MVP didn't even beat Slade to me, says Lil Reggie. Lil Reggie, I'm with you, bro. I mean, look, I can see how you won in the moment. Like, if I never got the chance to watch that battle again, I can see how you win in real time. But on the replay, I'm like, oh, Kid Slade, this was just a matter of who would have won first and second. If Kid Slade went second, he probably would have won that battle. What's my thoughts? We'll talk about it in a second, B-More. Fonz is ruining his brand, says Kid J. Please elaborate on that. How is Fonz ruining his brand? Interesting. I keep telling you MVP is garbage. Damn. That's rough. Charge my phone so it won't die on us. His third battle missed this year. All right, well, his first one he had COVID. We can excuse that, right? Like, or, you know, COVID's a real thing. His second one, what was the second one? I don't remember his second battle miss. If you're talking about the A-Ward one, A-Ward rescheduled it the second time. But this one, we don't know what happened. He said something personal. And I'll say this, man, like, there's some people that can, like, have battles postponed and canceled and people really make a big deal about it. Fonz can just go completely under the radar. Like, Fonz picked the best weekend to just be like, I don't want to battle. Like, I can't battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's so much shit that took over that, like, you're going to forget about Fonz and Castro. But more importantly, Fonz and Castro now get the proper prep time. So I'm actually very happy that they didn't battle this weekend because a report came out. Check this out, guys. I just found out recently from this recent report here, Cuban was signed to battle the loser of UM4. He didn't even know who it was going to be yet. So Cuban was going to battle either MVP or real name Brandon. That's unbelievable. And so he had to wait until the loser, or he didn't have to wait, but he chose to wait until the loser to not write for both of them. So he only had 2 weeks as well. What's this 2 weeks thing? I don't understand anymore. I don't get it. Like, I truly don't get it. So like, all right, first I got to talk to the loser of UM4, right? I guess they both signed it. I guess Brandon and MVP both signed it. I don't want to assume. I don't even know, so I'm going to leave that alone. So I'm going to just say MVP. MVP lost and proceeded with that battle, right? Who was in MVP's camp? I need to know. Who's his manager? Who does he consult with before he makes decisions? Who does he talk to before he finalizes an offer or signs a contract? Because there's no way that whoever is in his camp told him it's a good idea to battle 2 weeks after Summer Madness. And if they did, fire them. I'm sorry. At some point, like, I think it's the league's fault for offering this, but I also have to put the accountability on the person that accepts the decision. You know what I'm saying? You're only worth what you accept, and if you take in a non-favorable contract or a match on bad timing, or while you're fatigued, or while you've been battling for 2.5 weeks for the last 2 months, like, I have to put the blame on you too. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Whoever is in MVP's camp, I mean this respectfully, either you guys hit the drawing board or MVP gets somebody new in your camp. Because there was nothing favorable that could come out of that. You don't have to battle every. Matter of fact, Lil Reggie don't like this one. You pledged, right, Lil Reggie? You're a cute dog. It's like you crossed already and you're still fucking sleeping on the floor, or you're still doing pledge things. Like, yo, you don't have to live this way anymore. You crossed. You got your letters. Like, it's cool, bro. You can stop this. You don't have to do what you were doing prior. You're fine. You made it. You know what I'm saying? MVP, you don't have to battle every 2 weeks anymore. You're not in the tournament. I want better for you. I hope you want better for yourself. But he did say, I don't know. Look. Tone Bro says no, he's a Q. Lil Reggie says yes, he's a Q. So there's a disconnect between the two of y'all. There's no way y'all both could agree or disagree. It's the same analogy. He said something on the floor plenty of times post-crossing, but you don't have to. That's the point. You don't have to anymore. It's over. You crossed already. You didn't have to sleep on the floor anymore, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? After that is a choice. After crossing, you sleep on the floor is a choice. All right? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cuban, though, I think he had a good performance. Truthfully, he might have had the best performance that night. But, this is my theory, man. This is just my like saying. If the first battle of the event is the best performance or the best battle, 9 times out of 10, that event's not a good event. And I feel like that always holds up all the time. Like, because we have a crescendo of events, a crescendo of battles the entire night, and it's like the first one was the peak of the night. Like, probably not, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Forton says that's not true. Forton, I could point to a lot of events that the first battle was the best battle, and if that's the best battle, the event's probably not good. Starting with Summer Madness 7, starting with Super Fight, starting with a couple Born Legacy cards. It's happened many times, and or even Summer Impact Reloaded, right? Jack versus Franchise was the best. Franchise probably the best performer that night, and look at how that night ended. Like, I don't know. If the first battle being the best battle of the entire night, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Cuban had some good takeaways though. He was really rapping. It appealed to me, like all the pockets he was getting into. He just doesn't have the haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't really have the strong content to like be explosive. But like, if you're patient with him, I guess he could be a solid guy to be on the undercard. Like, you know, I was a fan of the performance. I like some of the MVP bars. The Steve Nash stolen MVP twice. Like, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But still a lot of work to do for sure. Let's read the chat. We sat through rails and steams. Yikes. The winner of UM4 after the prize. Not the winners, the losers. We're gonna talk some Dre card. Salute to Seven Mitchell. Salute to Seven Mitchell. Steams and Reaper was the worst battle in the last 10 years. Yeah, that was not good. It's not good at all. Serious Jones and Swamp, I was thoroughly entertained. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like, I actually don't even have a winner, to be honest with you, just because like the entire battle, I'm just laughing. Like, Swamp's like yelling at him, "You old bitch!" the diamond tester comes out and doesn't turn on. It's like, what is happening? This whole battle's a mess. But like, I think it's funny because low key, Serious Jones is alright that battle. Like, I know a lot of people that have Serious Jones winning. Like, I seen Three Letter Man have Serious Jones winning. Hurricane Dude. A lot of credible people have Jones winning, and in fact, the fan vote, which I know you guys don't put too much equity in, but the fan vote was like even. It was like only separated by like 100 votes. So, do we have a debatable on our hands? Like, what do you guys have winning? I don't have a winner in this battle, truth be told. Yeah, acting like Swamp didn't choke. Yeah, Swamp definitely did messed up in this third. On first watch, I got Serious. I see a Swamp. I see a Serious 3-0. I see a Swamp 3-0. I see a Swamp 2-1. I see a 2-1 Jones. Swamp's extreme basic sixth grade vocal. Oh my god. How'd you fit all those words in the caffeine chat box? I didn't know that many characters can fit. Serious 3-0, Swamp 2-1, Jones 2-1. The third round, Swamp lost because of the choke. Swamp 2-1. I'm seeing a lot of like mixed results here. I don't know. One thing I will say about Swamp, he choked in his T-top battle. In the 2-on-2, he was the choppy partner, and then I guess he choked or hard stumble against Serious Jones. Three battles, something becomes a habit at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, like three battles, like when you're doing something consistently, like it's a habit. So now I have to be concerned: can Swamp be clean for these performances? And I don't really feel like all the way like Swamp has leveled up like with the rest of his peers in his class. Like he had a real big lead when he beat Twerk, but reality is Twerk beat himself. And I don't feel like he's fully progressed from that. Like when he did the 2-on-2 with Geechee in that first round against Jerry West, I thought we were going to see a little bit of an evolution, a little bit of a level up. He did get better, but like you can still point back to say his Your Honor performance is his best performance. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like early peaks are not good indications. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no reason why your PG should be your peak career moment or should be your best performance thus far. Like what? Huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? He says, don't do that. Yeah, hype the case. He wouldn't even know Twerk choke. I mean, he didn't choke against Casey, though, so that's even worse. He didn't choke against Casey. Like, I don't know. He didn't choke against Casey. Casey beat him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you want me to tell you there. All those super fight battles have no replay value. The entire event really just... That event just put it away. Swamp only beat Twerk because he choked. Am I lying? I said it back then. I said it now. I mean, it's still Twerk's fault for choking, but like, am I lying? Like, I don't know. I had Twerk winning a round before he choked one of those rounds. Like the first round, he had better content. He just couldn't get it out. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Jay and Cortez. Jay and Cortez was an interesting battle because, like, I didn't feel like it was the best version of either of them. But I'm seeing a lot of people really enjoyed the content. Maybe I gotta watch it back. I don't have too much critiques for it now because I really, really want to see it again. I thought some of the angles that Jay took was unique. I don't know if it was effective, but I thought it was unique. I definitely thought he'd try to lay a little trap there for Cortez to like fall into, like kind of just like predicting things that he's done and things that he will do. Cortez's second round was really good. Cortez had an LTBR bar, you know what I'm saying? So, bam, bam, bam. Manflex had an LTBR bar, so bam, bam, bam to that too. I do feel like they kind of, like, I feel like Jay kind of rose to his competition level. And I'm not saying that Cortez is a lower step or nothing like that, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I've just seen better Jays, you know what I'm saying? I've seen way better Jays. And I know his third round was a little like, like I don't know, like his third round didn't lead to anywhere for me. And in fact, Cortez won the fan vote. Like, can we talk about that for a second? Like, Cortez won the fan vote over Jay the Nightwing. It's kind of nuts. It's a little nuts. You know what I mean? Let's read the chat. Cortez 1-3-0 says B more. Jay was nice though. The vote narrative is always gonna hurt. He started all his rounds off slow. Cortez gonna lose on the playback. Yeah, little Reggie, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see him losing on the app for sure. Jay will win on the app, most definitely. The app is his fan base. Like Tata says, I like Jay's material, real relaxed approach. Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't. I'm not saying I loved it. I didn't hate it, but I'm not saying I loved it. So I would love to just watch it again because like I don't feel like I have a clear synopsis for this battle. I don't know. The entire night was strange, honestly. The entire night was strange, and then even the main event, like we're gonna just breeze past this as quick as possible so that we get to the Drake card. The main event was just, it's called what it is. It was a failure. The entire night was a failure. It's unfortunate because it was the first women's headliner on URL for history. You know what I mean? But the tension was just too thick. The emotions were too high. The battle was too volatile, and we just couldn't get through it. We couldn't get through it. I know everybody wants to like throw blame here, throw blame there, and of course in the moment, like when we're watching it, like it feels like there's a clear person that's wrong. There's a clear aggressor. A lot of people didn't like Coffee walking around the stage and Hustle following her. There's a lot of things going on. So like you can point to a lot of different things, but overall, like they both got to take the L for this, just because it's like historically this isn't the first time Hustle's like been late to battles and broken agreements upon the battle, right? And for Coffee, like Coffee's not like completely innocent in this neither, because now Coffee's gonna have more incomplete caffeine battles than complete battles. That's crazy. And I don't know if this gets vaulted or not. It's only 2 rounds, so maybe it will, maybe it won't. But let's say that it does. Like Coffee might have more vaulted battles than battles out on like URL. Like that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or just about the same. Like Coffee does have a really stacked vault. The Robin battle, the Diesel battle. I think there's one more I can't remember, and then maybe this one if it gets vaulted. So there'll be a solid 4 battles in the vault, as opposed to her 6th is out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she says first take from the Casey battle. Hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. I wasn't there for it. The Miss Miami battle, is it vaulted? Like I thought it was out on the app. I don't know. I thought it was out. If it is, it is. But yeah, she does have a little bit of a vault too, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit of a concern at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, like, all right, if everybody has a problem with you, maybe it's you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like what Easy told Rex, you have problems with Rock, problems with Mook, problems with this, problems with Sean. Pussy, the problem is you. Like at some point, like all the problems, like what you have with people, all these enemies, like then it's like Miss Miami, RX, Finesse, Hustle, Geechee. Like I don't know. It's just there's a long list of like people with issues with Coffee. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little alarming too. It's a little alarming. Like I just want to keep it even on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Let's read some of the chat. Lil Reggie says, so Miss Hustle don't be in problems too. Let's be real, not just Coffee. They both do. You know what I'm saying? They both kind of have a lot of issues too. But I just want to point out that Coffee as well is starting to develop a long list of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't the first time for like neither of these ladies, I should say, had first time offenses here, right? Neither of them. You know what I'm saying? It's the second time a caffeine battle for Coffee wasn't completed. This might go in the vault, and it's going to add on to her vault collection. This is the second or third time Miss Hustle's come to a battle late and broke stipulations before the battle, and it kind of got awkward, the twerk battle, other battles in the past. And this is like, all right, clearly, like, this is not the first time we've seen this from neither party. So it's tough, man. It's tough. Lil Reggie says the RX SOS-ish is 3 girls versus 1, not Coffee. Oh, I even forgot Miss Black Diamond. Salute to her too, because she's on that list as well. Robbie says, who cares about the past? Talk about, hey, you know what, man? Look, I'm just going to go off reporting. Here's the facts that we know. All these things that were told to us. Coffee says that before the battle, there was Smack, Chico, Beasley, and Caffeine had told them to keep their distance, and they both agreed. Hustle says that's not true, right? So at that moment, it's he or she at that moment. I do my investigation to ask people in the building what was the occurrence of that. Apparently, there was an agreement before the battle to keep their distance, um, and Jay Black says the same thing as well. So if multiple people are saying Coffee's story, it might be true. So maybe there were stipulations beforehand that were broken. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fingers to point. I don't even want to point the fingers anymore. I'm just trying to go off what's real and what's not real. The thing that's kind of strange to me a little bit was when battle rappers are like, oh, Hustle's just trying to rap in her face and Coffee's moving around. I don't like battles with space, and I'm just kind of like, well, one, like, y'all know this battle is not a regular battle. Like, y'all know this battle has an extreme high amount of tension. So, like, I don't know how much I want that there. You know what I'm saying? And two, like, almost all the Queen of the Ring battles inside the ring are very spacious. Like, the opponent's like here, and the rapper's like all the way over here. So, like, I've probably seen more space in between rappers in Queen of the Ring in the ring battles than what I saw Saturday night. So I don't know what's all this space thing. That shit was a little strange to me. It was a little strange to me personally. But I will say another report. Coffee says Saturday morning I got the call that our battle was going to be shot Murder Mook and Tay Rock style. Being that I was in the building for Mook and Rock, I can confirm this. Like Murder Mook pulled up to the venue with like 25 people last October before we had a vaccine and when everybody in the building had to be negative to get inside the building, right? And there was a limited amount of tests, there's a limited amount of attendance. So you cannot pull up with 25 people to a facility that is generating a specific amount of COVID testing and has a cap on its capacity. So when Hustle comes with 45 people, that's not going to happen. 25 people, that's not going to happen neither. So this kind of reminded me of Mook and Tay-Rock a little bit. When Mook came with all these people and we had to just clear it out and everybody in the building couldn't even watch the battle. And I don't even think there was 25 people in the crowd. Like, when I watched MVP Cuban and Jay and Cortez, like, I don't feel like there was more than 30 people in that room. Period. So that in itself is an issue. Harry Truman says, walking around when somebody's battling is disrespectful in New York. I guess, man. I guess. Hustle said Coffee had goons outside. Dave Dollars, I don't know. Shine walks around all the time. Yeah, I don't know. Like if I sat here for an entire day and just pulled up all the battles that are like real spacious or somebody walking around of the past, like I guarantee you, I'll come up with a laundry list of battles that'll make everybody look like they're contradicting themselves, and I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that. The point is, like, forget the blame for a second. Like, we missed out on the opportunity to make history. The stage was set for them. I'm not gonna lie, although Hustle was late, like her lateness kind of added on to the anticipation and anxiety I was growing to watch the battle. Like it made it real suspenseful. So I actually kind of enjoyed that like build up on his way to it. But like, if you even listen to their material, which is really hard to do because of all the theatrics going on, they both came to like play. Like Coffee had great material. Even Hustle had really good material. She just cut it short both times, and I almost wish she didn't cut it short. I wish she just would have like stopped trying to chase Coffee and then just start focus on like rapping to the camera. But you know, with the power going out in the third round, like there's a couple things to point to. Like if Hustle had been there earlier, would the battle have finished? It probably could have finished. The fact that the power went out is just a sign from the heavens above. Like this battle was not meant to go down. No matter what, this battle was just not meant to happen, and it is what it is. It is what it is. They both have really good material, which makes it worse. I agree, King. I agree. Coffee had the prefix, a suffix, action scheme, says Mink. That was good. Slush says, Skyler says, I'm looking for the person who tripped over the plug. Do we really believe the power went out? Absolutely. I actually completely believe it. I believe it because the application was bugging before the fucking battle was. Like, if you were trying to listen to the battles before Coffee and Hustle on the app, like the app was tweaking. My stream definitely cut off a couple times in the middle of Super Fight, and then after all that shit happened, like the app was just down. The app was just down as a whole. So, um, Babs did have a report on it as well. She was on Misfit Show, and Babs talking about it. She says, if there's that much tension in the battle, as a business owner, I would just rather much not have the battle. And I just feel like I don't know. Also, part of the league has to just take a little bit of blame for this as well. Because if there really was a stipulation placed before the battle started, like I didn't see it enforced. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the stipulation was for them to not be in each other's spaces, which we don't even know if it's real or not real, I'm gonna wait for like Beasley or Smack to confirm this. Like, if that's real, Smack, Beasley, Chico, Debo, like y'all gotta come in and say, yo, we talked about this. This can't happen. You know what I mean? So it's just sad, man. It's sad. Every party has to take a little bit of accountability for this, and everybody loses. Everybody loses. Like there's no real winner. Like even if you try to give the battle a winner, like say, oh, Coffee won the first two, Hustle won the first two, nobody wins. Nobody wins, man. Nobody wins in this situation. But we did get an announcement out of it, so thankfully the announcement after this battle will overshadow everything because this card is kind of crazy, man. We got an early announcement of the Drake card. Let's pull this down. Hardcore flavor. Nobody wins with the family feuds. Ah! Ah! I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna say it. All right, man. Till death do us part. Early thoughts on the Drake card. I'm gonna throw it to you guys in the chat. What you guys think of the Drake card? Which battle are you looking forward to the most? Let's talk about it. 50 out of 10. Easy and Mook. Let's go Easy. The only battle I know is Jazz 3L. I don't need a Surf and Calco rematch. Geechee and Lux. On paper, the Drake card is a 9. Rex is going to get his boots smoked. Lux versus Geechee. Geechee will die. Lux versus Geechee. Brisha came outside. Lux return. So I'm excited for. It's his 4th time. Easy got the game glitching. Easy versus Mook hands down. It's the most expensive card in history. The gun titles, what up? Jazz versus Gaddis could get the F out of here. Oh, man, what's wrong with this guy? Rock versus Twerk. Lux 30 piece. Drake must like Rex. Easy just set a record for the fastest time for a Mook battle. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Rex, please exit the stage. Sick 30. Where's this taking place at? Interesting. See Sick and Pat Stay. Yeah, finally somebody talked about Sick and Pat Stay. JB says Pat is coming back. Yeah, this card's kind of crazy, man. I'm trying to figure out what's the obsession between like celebrities and like mainstream rappers. Like they're so infatuated with Rum Nitty versus T-Rex. Like Snoop booked it. Now Drake's booking it. Like, what's the infatuation with this match? I don't know. I'm intrigued. M-Force is Easy's been the plant all along. Oh my god. Loaded Lux walked out with Deontay Wilder. Don't even remind me, bro. Like Geechee guy is gonna have the craziest Deontay Wilder bar, and that alone is gonna like give him a round. Like. Yeah, boss man. Loaded Lux walked out with Deontay Wilder into the ring. There's a caffeine room. I don't know where it's gonna be, but JB was in our chat last week and did say that this will be a big room. What does that mean? It's very vague. I don't know. Does it mean it'll be a big size capacity that they won't fill? Will it be a stage? We don't know. We don't know. If it's a stage, I'm very concerned for Mook. If it's a smaller room, still a little concerned for him. Like, but that's just his better chance. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, Mook and Easy is hands down the battle I'm most interested in this entire card. Like Lux and Geechee is amazing. Pat Stay and Sick is amazing. Like of course I want to see those because they have high implications into the year, into people's legacies. But Easy and Murder Mook, because like I know a little bit of like the reporting going on between this battle. Like apparently this wasn't Mook's original opponent. We don't know who Mook's original opponent is. I've seen Disaster come out on Twitter say, I was supposed to be on this card, but they blocked it. In my head, I'm like, how does URL block a URL battle? No, Diz, maybe that's not happening. And Diz, did you ever just stop to think, like, nobody wants to see Disaster Murder Mook, respectfully. Like, you guys both have the longest rounds in battle rap history. You have a 27-minute round. Murder Mook has a 25-minute round. Y'all motherfuckers will put an hour together for one round alone. Nobody wants to see that, bro. So if somebody did block it, thank the heavens. Because, my goodness, man. I'm sorry. Disaster Mook is not it. Disaster Mook is not it, bruh. Period. But Mook and Easy. Apparently Easy got the call for this on Friday. That means he got the call for this on Friday. And this got locked in on Saturday. Like, that's kind of nuts. Now, we'll say this, though. Pull up the calendar. If he got the call for it on Friday, October 8th, and the battle's on the 30th, he's got 22 days, right? It's 3 weeks. Easy has said multiple times in interviews he doesn't want to battle on short notice, right? He will prefer 5 to 6 weeks. He could do 3 weeks, but he prefers 5 to 6. So just keep in mind that he's preparing in a time limit that he preferred not to, but I'm sure it's a situation that it's too tantalizing to say no to. So I am just gonna put a little bit of like a little dot on that. Like, all right, it's possible that Easy might not have long rounds, and Murder Mook just raps till the fucking sun sets. So that's just one thing to just keep in mind. But nonetheless, quality over quantity, because what Easy can say in 3 minutes has been better than what Murder Mook can do in 10. Actually, to the comment that says Mook doesn't like short notice, Mook actually does. He can prepare on short notice. The Tay-Rock battle was in about less than 30 days, which kind of shocked me. Like, I'm kind of shocked that he decided to prepare for a battle that quickly, because I wouldn't think people like him and Loaded Lux would do battles like in quick time like that. I would think they need over a month, but regardless, like I love the battle. I'm really here for it. It's gonna ascend Easy into a whole nother stratosphere. But I was talking to Rosenberg Raw Saturday night, and he asked an interesting question. I want to ask you guys this question: what happens if Murder Mook beats Easy clear? Because I'm sure we're all going to talk about what happens if Easy beats Mook, right? Like, we're probably all ready to see Easy beat Mook. We're ready to see a new era guy beat one of the pioneers. But let's reverse the roles for a second. What happens if Murder Mook beats Easy clear? I want to check the temperature. B-More says Mook is the GOAT. 4 times says nothing. Mook is solidified. I'm going to cry. It won't happen on the stage. It'll make us shut up. Mook deserves a crown. That's a great win for Mook. Nothing changes for Mook. It won't happen, so we ain't got to worry about it. Yo, Juan, man, I hate people like you, man. Can we just explore the realms of possibility? Like, it hasn't happened yet. Anything is possible. You need to ask these questions and just explore it, because if it does happen, then what? You're gonna be on the other side, like, oh shit, like I didn't see this coming. Like, nah, I want to know what you think on both ends. Like, if Easy wins, what does this do for Easy? And if Mook wins, what does this do for Mook? Like, because I know what it does for Easy. In my opinion, like, they're gonna take Easy to the next level. It's gonna make Easy a top. Easy already a top champion contender, but now he's gonna be a serious conversation for it. Everyone will be calling Mook the GOAT again if he wins. Easy will be the new Dot Mob leader. If Easy wins Champion of the Year, Harlem loves being disliked. It's a badge. Mook versus Easy in front of the 125th State Building. That's hilarious. T-Rex says if Mook wins Champion of the Year, where does Easy go from here? It's a good question, man. I mean, like, Easy still has a ton of matches. Like, Easy has Goods available, Calico, Geechee. Then he can spin the block on his class. He got the Ace, the Sick, maybe Swamp, Jada Nightwing. Like, he's got a ton of matches available to him still. I'm good on that, T-Rex. I'm good on it. I respectfully. Easy and Ace would be fire. Can Ace beat Easy? Just gotta ask. Can Ace beat Easy right now? I don't know. Katie says no. If Easy is winning, I hope Mook isn't a poor sport. See, this is where I get a little confused, right? We're talking about the rest of the card too after we're done with Mook and Easy. Nobody is a fan of Mook's last performance. In fact, nobody's a fan of any of his stage performances, really. I won't say nobody, but majority of people are not content with his performances on the stage. Right? Is that fair to say? I'm trying to be politically correct. So there's a lot of people like, I don't want to see Mook again. But like, Mook is still like the one of the biggest names in this culture. So like, just having him on your resume means a lot, right? Let alone going toe to toe or beating him. So that's one. So obviously this has to do a lot for Easy if he wins. But this is Mook's first time battling somebody from the new era, because like Briz and him never went down like officially. That 2-on-2, I'm not counting that 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? Him and Twerk battling in that 2-on-2, you can kind of count that, but it's still a double. Like, I want to see a one-on-one battle with him, somebody from the new era. Period. And I think this will really be an interesting test to see what Mook does. Like he has no choice but to be like the best version of himself. He doesn't really know Easy that well, so he might not be angling too much. He might just be trying to rap with Easy instead of angling Easy all the time. I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. Like, you know, like, people aren't the biggest fans of Mook, but we can't act like beating him doesn't mean a lot. It means the world to a lot of people. Not everybody gets the chance to get this opportunity. And it's interesting because this is the second time Easy kind of got like a golden opportunity just fall on his lap from something falling through. Because last year he was supposed to battle T-Top on Volume because T-Top and Calico couldn't go down. So Easy is just a really big beneficiary of like being available in the right moments. 2K says fans have already made their minds up. They want Mook to lose. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel the exact same way too. I feel like you guys have already made your minds up. Like, you just want to see Mook lose. And I am picking Easy to win as of right now, but I just want us to be honest about the battle. Like if Mook was to have a highly competitive battle with Easy and his fire, like, I just want people to be honest about that. You know what I'm saying? If Mook wins, I want people to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want there to be just like this pro Easy and nobody gives Mook a chance at all. Like, that's a little unfair going into it. Easy will be the people's champs. He will have an undefeated career on URL. And I'll say this much, man. Like, Geechee God has shown us more than anything. As long as you're competitive in some of these battles and you have enough people saying you won, like, you don't lose. You know what I mean? So, like, it's very, very, very unlikely, in my opinion, Easy, the Black Captain, loses his battle, or even debatably loses his battle. Like, all Easy really has to do is keep up. Easy keeps up and has enough people to say he won, like, that's it. Like, mission complete. You can say no. You can say what you want. You can say we're not doing that. I'm telling you what it is. We can keep it real, bro. Like, let's just all keep it real for a second here. Like, at some point, once you grow enough of an audience, people just want to see you be competitive. I can list a bunch of battles that I think Geechee lost. I think Geechee lost to Arsenal. I think Geechee lost to, you could say he lost to Surf. You could say he lost to Rock, I guess, the last two rounds. You could say he lost to Calico. Right? You could say he lost to Chilla. You could say he lost to, there's a lot of battles you could say Geechee lost to. But he doesn't die. He has one of the best rounds. He's competitive, and there's other people debating it. That's the purpose and the definition of a debatable. You know what I mean? So, like, sometimes having debatables, you walk away as a victor too. And if Easy walks away with this is debatable to Mook, debatably win to Mook too, mission accomplished. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not like it, but it's just the truth. And by the way, I did not have Geechee losing to Shine, but I know a lot of people that have Shine winning, just as Hardcore Flavor said just now. Like, I guarantee you right now, right? Let's just go down a couple Geechee battles. I guarantee you we all have mixed results on all of them. You know what I'm saying? Geechee and K Shine, who has Geechee winning that battle? Who has Shine winning that battle? Let's see the chat real quick. Let's just go over some Geechee battles. Shine, Geechee, Shine. Geechee, Shine. Geechee. Another Geechee. Shine. You say what you want. That shit is mixed. Do you see that? That's a mixed result. It's not all clear in one name. Let's go another one. Geechee and Arsenal. I think Arsenal beat them clear, personally. That's one I think Arsenal won that clear. But look, there's a Geechee, Ars. Geechee, Ars. Arsenal, Geechee, Arsenal. I think that one's clear, personally. But I've seen people say Geechee. We just seen it just now. I'm glad the majority feel Arsenal won that one, though. I respect that. Geechee and Ill Will. Geechee, Will clear, Gotti clear, Will. I have Gotti winning that battle. Ill Will, I don't remember that battle. Will, Geechee won. Geechee, Will. This is the epitome of debatables, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all I'm saying. Like, you can go down a list of Geechee's battles. You can put 100 people in the room and scream out Geechee's entire resume, and the entire room will go like, it'll be mixed results. Like, 30 people say this, 10 people say this, 40, 60, 50, 50, 55, 45. Like, and that's a victory still. Like, that goes a long way. That's still almost a win. I agree, B more. Beachy did be good. So look, again, I personally don't like the goalposts being moved. I'm one of those guys that, like, I want to see you win battles, but I'm not gonna fake the funk. Like, I know for a fact that in this game, going into battles, there's this weird prediction curve that exists, which I hate sometimes because it gives an underdog way more value than they should. It puts a lot more pressure on the favorite than they deserve. And sometimes competitive battles are just enough for people to pick a victor. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but y'all can't act like that hasn't happened for the last 10 years. Like, it is the truth. It's just the truth, man. I'm sorry. And 2K, real quick, he says the stands will always defend their favorites. I'm not mad at that neither, though. You know why? Because I feel like every rapper should have a stand base. You know, everybody has a fan base, but I call it a stand base, right? The stand base is like, there's a percentage of people that are fans of you, so no matter what the fuck you do, you will not lose in them. You will not lose to their eyes. That's gonna always exist too. All right, like, don't ignore that. I think every single poll has about a 10% of a stand base, right? Justice says no one deserves a stand base. You can say whatever you want. The point is, it exists whether you like it or not. Salute to J2. J2's in the building. He says that's the type of Shuni fan I am. He's a Shuni stan, and y'all can say what y'all want or will, bro. Every single rapper has a stand base, and you should. What the fuck? Like, you're a fucking artist. Like, if you don't have people standing over you, like, well, now of course I think the fans will always exceed the stands for sure, but everybody has a stand base. We talking about battle rap. Yeah, we talking about battle rap. There's people that think Twerk won against KCJ. Like, there's people that will vote for Twerk beating KCJ. That's a stand. It's a stand. I don't care if it's 6 people in a room of 1,000 people. There are 6 stands in the room. Stands exist, man. Why act like it doesn't exist? Like I'm not validating those opinions. I'm just telling you those opinions exist in the world. You act like they don't exist. G4 says I'm not even gonna read that. Oh my god. But yes, G4, he probably has some too. All right, he probably has some too. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. Y'all remember the era of like Charlie Clips having battles, and the entire YouTube comment said Clips 3-0 before the battle started, before the battle was even finished loading, before the battle had an hour into it. Even battles where he choked or stumbled in. Like, come on, like why are we acting brand new? Like everybody in this chat watched battle rap for 10 years. Like stop acting brand new. Y'all know what's up. Damn, man. Like I'll be politically correct because I have to, but like, what we doing here for real? I might, Tuxedo. I might. You might too. We all do. Damn. Shit. Fuck. Let's get to this card. Real Sick versus Pat Stay. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, boss, man. I'm good. I got passionate. I just don't like we all know what's up, man. We all know what's up. Like let's call it what it is. Tata says preference battle. Tata, I'm surprised you said that because you and I have talked about this off the record, and we actually feel the exact same way. And I'm gonna let y'all go first. Goda says Pat Stay 2-1. What kind of Pat are we getting? Pat 2-1. Sick 2-1. Mr. Ramos is hilarious. I'm not picking nobody on this card. Sick is another Mr. Debatable. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm a big Real Sick fan. I've been a Sick fan before he got to URL. I was a fan of him when he was on iBattle. Like I've been following Sick since his ascension. I don't think there's a single thing Real Sick could do with Pat Stay. Yeah, I know I'm a big Sick fan. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like he lost to Av, no doubt. Like I'm not one of those people that think he beats Av, but like I don't think there's nothing he can do with Pat Stay. Sincerely and honestly, like, and I really mean that because like, all right, Real Sick's rapidy rap flow, like I love that shit. The problem with it is it doesn't have enough like he sacrifices punching for the sake of rhyming. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Like you won't get a lot of haymakers or punches from him because he's giving you a good rhyme in the process, which is fire. But have y'all seen Pat Stay rap? Pat Stay can do all that shit too, bruh. And the funniest part is Pat Stay's just gonna mimic him, and Pat Stay's gonna mimic him probably and do it better. Right? Real Sick always angles somebody, and his angles are pretty good for the most part. Like I think the only time he didn't have a good angle was against Av, because like what do you have to say to Av? But Pat Stay disarms everything. So if you angle Pat Stay, he's just gonna neutralize you. You're giving Pat Stay a rapping Indian. You know how many jokes he can make with that? You know how creative Pat Stay's gonna get? Pat Stay wants battles that piques his creativity. Pat Stay had an interview with Real Sick when he was doing his podcast and the show. He told Real Sick, "You are my favorite battle rapper in the moment." And more importantly, Pat Stay asked for Real Sick. You understand that? When the vets ask for somebody, they have a game plan ready. So I don't know, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what the hell Real Sick does in this battle. Yeah, Tuxedo. I don't want to say I'm a Sick stan. I'm definitely a big Sick fan. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, dog. I don't know. And I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Pat Stay's performance against K-Shine was bad." Yo, Pat Stay's an all-time great. Like these aren't people that put on back-to-back bad performances. You know what I'm saying? So like, if he had a bad performance in the past, you cannot expect him to have 2 bad games in a row. Was I ever a stand for any battle rappers? Probably before my media days, I was a big. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big Charlie Clips stan before I was a media member because I don't know if anybody's ever got the chance to watch Charlie Clips live. Charlie Clips in person is a real thing. Like he has really, 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 really compelling entertaining, electric, funny, powerful performances in the building. His material rarely ages well because he sacrifices the content for the shock factor and the immediate reaction. But that motherfucker was. I paid every single dollar I could to go see Charlie Clips live. I saw him live against Verb. I almost flew to Chicago, see him against Big T. I couldn't make it. I seen him against X Factor, Sirius Jones, B Magic, T Rex, Young Ill. Like every chance I got a chance to watch Charlie Clips live, I went to go do that. So yeah, I definitely got a picture with Clips. I definitely got me and Clips have a good relationship. What's up, Britt? What's up, Britt? All right, man. I know. I went on a crazy rant, and we didn't get a chance to keep going to the card. Let's keep going on to the card, man. We talked about Jazz and Gaddis for weeks, right? But just briefly, Jazz and Gaddis. Anybody got Gaddis? Anybody got Jazz in here? What's the temperature? To Ramirez, me and Goods live in the same neighborhood. Well, I mean, I think he moved, but when he lived in the Bronx, we lived in the same neighborhood. So we're literally like 10 minutes apart from each other. Salute to Goods. I see a lot of Jazz and Gaddis. I see it all mixing. Yo, Gaddis is elite. She's really versatile, which I think is a difficult match for Jazz because of her versatility. But I'm gonna be honest, man. That star power, that shit is a real thing, bro. That shit is a real thing. So this is how I envision the battle. I'm gonna put it on the record. So that way you guys can remember if I'm right or wrong. I think Jazz wins the coin toss. Gaddis goes first. Gaddis has a solid round, and then Jazz's first round shakes the motherfucking building. And then after that, we're like, oh my God, Gaddis is in trouble. And then I don't know what Gaddis does from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would bet the house that Jazz wins the first round. You know what I'm saying? And will that momentum carry on to the other two rounds? Will Jazz peak in the first round? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I really think Gaddis is going to struggle with that star power in that battle for a little bit of time. It's Gaddis' job to find ways to negate it and right around it because Jazz is going to come jam-packed for one round, and that one round can carry into the rest of the battle. We didn't see Jazz in a minute. We haven't, man. But me personally, like, I have E-Heart beating Jazz bar for bar when I watch the battle back. But there's no way you can't watch that battle and say, yo, if I was in this room and I only saw this battle once, I would have E-Heart winning. You can't say that. Like, Jazz tore the roof apart, and that's a Born Legacy room against E-Heart, who was barring her life away. Again, on camera, I got E-Heart winning the battle. But, like, in the moment, in the building, all that energy, like, that shit matters. Could you imagine if somewhere down the line, like 2 years from now, there's a whole audience of people saying, yo, John beat Surf? You'd be like, hell no. Like, what? I saw what happened. Like, I was there. I witnessed the energy. Like, you can't say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit matters, bro. That shit matters. And I think people that have returns and people that have high level star power are just incredibly difficult to beat in the building, in person, that first time. Let's be honest, like, I don't know if you guys have Nitty beating Surf, like when Surf and Nitty battled, right? I got Nitty winning that battle, clearly. But in the moment, in real time, in the building, people said Surf won. People walked out that building saying Surf won. It wasn't until we got a chance to watch it again. I thought Nitty's material was way better, personally. But in that real time, in that moment, people didn't feel that way, bruh. People did not feel that way. People were like, Nitty stumbled in the first, and I got Surf winning the second. That's how people felt in the moment. Of course, Nitty's material was way better than Surf's, but you guys have to remember how people feel in that moment. Like, that shit matters. And I think Jazz is going to present that same issue to Gaddis. Like, even if you try to win on camera, I'm going to beat you in this room. Period. But if Gaddis beats Jazz, clearly, there's some real worldy talks. Tata says they had Prep beating JC in the building. So that's what I'm saying, Ty. Like that battle rap is part of like energy is a part of battle rap too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like people walked away watching Prep and JC saying Prep won that battle, and then we all saw it online and we're like, y'all lied to us. But the point is that was the narrative going into it. So I think Jazz can win in the building. I think Jazz is going to be really difficult to beat in the building. That's just how I feel. And plus, can we be honest for a second? Like, I don't think Gaddis is as explosive as she is versatile. Like, the fact that she can bar, joke you, freestyle, do all the stuff, like, get in a nice little cadence, like, she has so much versatility, but I don't think she's explosive. Like, official second round against Gaddis, like, official was going crazy on this woman before official choked. Like, I will never forget that. I'm just like, damn, like, had official not choked, we could have been 1-1 going into the third at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a little concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little concerned. Go back and watch Gaddis and official, and you'll be like, yo, official had highlights in this battle, even though she couldn't put it together. She definitely had highlights where it's like, if she was able to do this in just a little bit of time, like Jazz could do the same. Jazz not old. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jazz, y'all underrate star power. Don't underrate what star power can do. That shit has a tremendous effect on everything. Let's talk about some of these rematches. T-Rex and Rum Nitty, Calico versus Sue Surf. How you guys feel about the rematches? Jeremiah, it's not in the smaller room. It's not confirmed to be in the smaller room. So don't get that twisted. I see a lot of nobody's really happy about these rematches. Two cases, I love rematches though. Okay. All right, look. I think we can all agree clearly Nitty is a better battle rapper than Rex, right? He has been for the last 5 years, maybe even longer. But again, I just want to pose this question. I just want to explore the possibility. I'm not saying Rex will win, but if Rex beats Rum Nitty, what does that mean? Just participate in the hypothetical scenario. Just participate in the parallel universe. If Rex beats Nitty, what happens? Nitty does better in rematches. If Rex beats Nitty, he will never stop talking about it. What kind of Nitty are we getting? The Rex may finally be back to his form. Nothing. He beat him already. We're in a parallel universe. I think it's completely like insane to think Rex will beat Nitty. But at the end of the day, this still is any given Saturday. Anything can happen for sure. For sure. So I'm just gonna present the possibility because it's fun to just talk about it, even though it might never happen. Lil Brown says, I'm not doing this with you. Hey, I'm going to say this, though. Battle Rap Nerd moment. This is Nitty's 4th rematch this year. 5th if you want to count the DNA 212. And we already seen this, that Nitty spins the block on all the name flips he never got a chance to use. So he's actually better in rematches. So if you're not happy about this battle, I am at least happy to see what the fuck Nitty gets to say to Rex again. So, Kid J Scott says Reed beat Nitty. Hey, listen, that was very unfathomable at the time. That's why I never want to cross anything out. Like, haven't you guys seen enough upsets already in battle rap to at least say something could be possible? I don't get that. Like, we've seen enough crazy things happen. We're not doing that, Justin. We're not doing that. He said it's not possible. No disrespect to Rex. Nitty beat Reed on the playback, but y'all got it. Look, it's fine. I like Reggie's comment. Reggie's like, you know what? I know what happened in the moment, but it's all right. I respect that. Again, I think Rex beating Nitty sounds insane. Sounds asinine. And anybody picking Rex to beat Nitty needs to get themselves checked. Like, we need to like just pause everything we're doing, and we need to be like, yo, are you alright in your life? Like, does your family love you? Are you eating 3 meals a day? Are you sleeping 8 hours a day? Are you hydrated? Are you drinking 48 ounces of water a day? Have you gone out for a walk? If you get any sunlight? Like, I just need to make sure that you're okay. You know what I'm saying? So why would you say that? Rex literally beat him. Yeah, Rex beat him, but will he beat him now? Oh no. Yo, you know what's really weird about the Rex and Nitty battle? I think this is really strange, right? Like, Rex is Crip, right? Cool. In that battle, Rex says, Nitty's a Crip, Snoop's a Crip. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's like, wait, aren't you Crip too? Why are you like pointing? Why are you singling them out and not like, huh? Like, it's a little weird. It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, wait, hold on. Like, why are you saying it like as if they are and you aren't? Like, just go back to watch that battle. It was just a little like, hey, what? Like, huh? I didn't. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's just a little weird. That's all. But that crippled blood bar was fire, said Jeremy. Yeah, that bar was hard. But point blank, Nitty's better in rematches, so I got Nitty winning off that alone. What about this Calico and Surf rematch? See, I'm not mad at the Rex and Nitty rematch. Actually, I'm okay with it because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened on a battle league that's like not really a battle league. Those 2 rounds, like, I'm okay with it. The Cal and Surf one, I kind of don't need in my life. Like, I'm a little like, I don't get this. B1 says I got Surf. Rex says Cal. 4 times says Surf and Cal go do short prep. Cal 2-1. Yeah, it's another thing. 4 time. Like, these guys don't like short prep. Like, what's happening here? Only thing I could assume is that they knew about this battle way in advance, and they probably have been writing for each other. But even in that instance, they both battle on Summer Madness, and they still have like 30 days apart to flush out that material and memorize the new one for each other. So like that's still a little like, huh? What? It's like going to Vegas and you win some money, and instead of walking away, you keep playing. You won. Take your earnings. Like, if I get an underwhelming performance from both of them, I'm gonna just be like, yo, they're not supposed to be battling back to back. So I'm a little concerned about their prep time for sure. Euro's spinning the block on a lot of rematches on Caffeine too. Like, this is like probably like the 4th rematch they've like gone and rebooked again. Might have been a 2 battle deal. That's possible too. We don't know that. Surf's confidence is on 1,000. Surf's confidence is very high. I'll say this much. I definitely think this is going to be a big stage, simply off the fact that Surf has already shown us that put him on the stage, it's a different Surf than putting him in a small room. So I think he wouldn't agree to a big stage battle than going back to a small room. Like, so although we don't have any confirmation, although all we know is this will be a big room, I could assure this might be a stage because of the way Surf has been navigating his selection of his battles. See, Golden, I heard that, but I also heard 1,000. So I'm just gonna wait till we get some further clarity. I've been asking questions and I haven't gotten any answers. Surf's the type of dude that will F up and lose his comeback aura. Justin, that's true. That can very much happen. I've been hearing that it's supposed to be at the mansion at Drake's house. It's not at Drake's house, guys. Drake does not want battle rap at his crib, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good on. I'm a little. I'm alright on this rematch. You know what I'm saying? The Rex and Nitty, like, I'm here for it. Like, Rex is a legend. I know where Rex is at this point in his career. I just want to see Rex. Rex is funny. Rex don't talk his shit. I'm always down to see Nitty. But the Calico and Surf one, just feel like it was better, Matt. How about this? Let me present this to you. Surf and Rex rematch because they only had a 1 rounder. That was a fucking weird 1 rounder. And then Calico and Nitty, a fresh match. Like, that probably would have been a better scenario than anything else. Like, at least better than what we have now, in my opinion. Like, I'm here for Calico and Nitty. I need Calico and Nitty. They're supposed to battle several different times. And at least Surf and Rex, like, They had a 1 round battle that's like 8 minutes long, bruh. Like they didn't really fucking battle. Like they could have really battled this time. Would have been different. And plus, Surf and Rex. Can you imagine that face off? Just imagine a face off between Surf and Rex, bruh. That shit is lit. That shit is really lit. You know what I'm saying? Like a Surf and Rex face off. Like I need that in my life. Surf and Rex face off will go platinum. That's one of them ones, bruh. That's one of them ones. And Calico and Nitty seems like perfect. Like Calico's not gonna agitate him too much. Nitty's just gonna be like, Nitty's just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to work. You give Nitty the plate that he rightfully deserves. So salute to Seven Circle Media in the building. We already talked about Mook and Easy. Let's talk about Lux and Geechee because we talked about Rock and Twerk for the last couple of weeks as well. Loaded Lux versus Geechee Gotti, man. What say you guys? All right. G4 says, Lux 2-1. Lux 2-1. Jeremy says Geechee 2-1. 2-1 either way. Harry says definition of a preference battle. That's how I feel, Harry. Geechee 3-1. Lux 2-1. I'm not picking Lux and Geechee, but I think Geechee gonna get more crowd reactions. Lux going to try to Calico Geechee. I low-key got Geechee, but I'm begging Lux to come through. Geechee in the building. Lux on second watch. Says Tata. That's kind of like the story of Lux's career, so everybody loves him on the rewatch. So, what's Lux angle? Says Circle 7 Media. I'll say this much, man. I don't really want to hear Lux preach to Geechee. Like, yeah, you're gonna say all this stuff about what Geechee was in the past, but that's not who Geechee is now. Like, Geechee is a walking entrepreneur. Like, this man is at the highest level, maybe the highest earner in battle rap, right? Then he becomes the face of the league. He's a podcaster, right? So he's in media. He has his own strain, right? Every fucking gram. Salute to that. You know what I'm saying? He puts out music regularly. He does hostings. He's part-time owner of a league. Like, he actually might have more business ventures than Lux. So, like, there's nothing you can talk to Geechee about there. Period. For me. Now, if Loaded Lux like taps into his gray hoodie third round against Chess and Rock, like if he gets into that bag where he just wants to be lyrical, just wants to flex his pen, just wants to punchline, just wants to be aggressive, I think he has a way better chance doing that than trying to angle Geechee. My problem is I think Lux always try to craft the angle, and if anybody remembers Lux's third round against Verb, like that wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like that just wasn't good. His second round for Verb was incredible. His third round for Verb was like a complete 180 of what he was in the second round. So like, and it's ironic because in his second round he's punching Verb more than angling him. Like, all these gun bar ninjas on the card, but you still call Loaded a fool. Like that. That's the Lux I want. I want that Lux that's gonna write. That's gonna be kind of like in his Hot 97 freestyle bag on Funk Flex. Like that's the Loaded Lux I want to see in the ring. Not the one that's like trying to break you down, coming with an antic, coming with a theme. You know what I'm saying? I have Verb winning, but I think if you have Lux winning too, I'm not mad at it. I think Verb had a better performance all 3 rounds than Loaded Lux did. Now, for Geechee, though, we got to be honest about one thing with Geechee Gotti, guys. We got to be very honest. Geechee stumbles a lot more than we like to like point out, right? Like against Calico, like you were off for the longest period of time you've been off in the last 3 years. How the hell did you stumble in that battle? That was strange. The math battle, a couple other battles. Like you can point to a lot of times Geechee stumbles, but Geechee's so good at freestyling, or he's so good at covering it up that he gets away with it. But it happens. It happens. So like you stumbling against Lux, like we're gonna notice that. You know what I'm saying? Tuxedo says I picked up with a lot of his battles. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of his battles he does stumble. And to be fair, this motherfucker is a machine, right? So like the you're able to empathize. Like, yo, you battle 12, 15 times a year. Like, if all you're gonna do is stumble and not choke, I can forgive you. But in the actual art of the battle, like, I'm gonna deduct points off your round for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something just to point out as well. Um, I'm less likely to believe that Geechee overthinks his battle because more times than not, Geechee will always give you one round. It's probably the best round of the battle. And for God's sakes, with Deontay Wilder alone, like Geechee guy is going to create the craziest haymaker off that alone. Like I wish Wilder did not lose because it wouldn't give Geechee any ammo. But now Geechee's going to have the craziest Wilder bar, and we don't have to react to it. We have no choice but to react to it. You know what I mean? I don't have a winner yet for this. I really want to watch a lot of tape for this to really think about it. It is a bit of a it's a little bit of a left field match, right? Because like it never really heard them talking about it prior to this. Like Geechee said, like he's wanted Lux, but he's also said like Lux, Mook, Hollow. He's just naming like high level GOAT plates that he wants to go to war with. But and then Loaded Lux had a recent interview where he's talking about Geechee. Geechee can't do nothing with him. So like it's all kind of fairly recent. I want to keep doing a little bit more investigation before I pick a winner on this. But I do know a lot of people that don't like the matchup. I think G4, if you're still here, I think I saw you said, you know what I'm saying? Do you guys like this battle? Do you guys like the style matchup of Lux and Geechee? Because I've seen a lot of people that don't like the style matchup. Tata says, I don't. It's a better matchup than Lux and JC, I guess so. Lux can lose the Wilder fans. Geechee gotta get more crowd reaction. It's a generational clash. Styles make fights. Geechee definitely deserves it, no doubt. I'm not saying Geechee doesn't deserve it. I've just seen some people not really like the style matchup, and you know what I'm saying. Like, and I hear you. I can see where you're just like, this isn't a battle you would have ever envisioned in your life. Geechee's damn near battled everyone. Yeah, Geechee's run is incredible. There's no definitive winner. Some fans don't feel that. When there's no definitive winner, some fans don't feel that, says Harry. Beat That and Loaded Lux is an instant classic, I promise. Yo, listen, Geechee, obviously, if you have to put the deserve word, which I don't really like to use with these guys because I want to see all of them prosper. Geechee on paper is more, makes more sense for him to battle Lux on paper for sure. But stylistically, if I had seen Beat Out and Loaded Lux, I ain't mad at that, fam. This is me. That's just me. I don't know if y'all don't have to agree. We're humans. We can all disagree. But if I had seen Lux and B-Dot, I would have been like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have felt. You know what I'm saying? Or DNA, who has been asking for Lux for years. In fact, fun fact for those that may not know this, it's a little battle rap history. Loaded Lux and DNA was supposed to be the original battle for Summer Madness 2. You know what I'm saying? DNA declined. DNA did not want. It was supposed to be conceded, then DNA. They both were like, I don't want Lux on his return. I'm good on that. I'm straight. I do not want that man on his return. You know what I'm saying? So there's literally no reason why DNA and Lux can't happen. Like that's also me as well. DNA could have done something. It's Lux and Geechee the main event. Lux and Geechee is the main event. And I got some more battle rap nerd stuff here. Now this one is interesting. And this is where I start to feel like we have to really put a nice little... I mean, Geechee's run is already historic and his legacy is already being cemented. But this one right here is really interesting. Alright. So, Geechee Gotti has headlined 4 cards this year. Super Fight 1, Super Fight 3, Gnome 11, and now the Drake card. 4 cards in 1 calendar year is the record by any battle rapper on URL. So now Geechee Gotti has the most headliners in a single year, surpassing Charlie Clips and Chess, who has 3. The irony of Charlie Clips and Chess's years when they have 3, Clips battle Loaded Lux, and Chess battle Loaded Hollows. So Loaded Lux is a part of every single person's record here when they have the most headliners in a year. which I think is kind of interesting. Maybe just the nerd in me that found that really interesting, but like that's intriguing to me. I don't want to set this narrative, but so I'll just ask you guys the question: if Loaded Lux loses to Geechee Gotti, like is it a wrap? Like do we just give Geechee the belt? Like what do you guys think? Tata says yes. It means Justin says it means the Lux battle makes you stamped. I agree. Does Lux losing? No, I'm asking you, Alma. Like if Geechee beats Lux, like what do you do for his champion of the year, 2021? Like do you just give it to him? I want to know what you guys think. Legend status. Lil Brown says absolutely. Geechee won 2 times already. I wouldn't be surprised it would hurt Lux status. Says G4. Geechee wins champion of the year and becomes the GOAT. Says Justin98. Legend status, but the actual performance will define that. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer. I'm more intrigued by the performance than the victory because I've seen Lux wins and losses that have been underwhelming. Like, do you guys talk about Arsenal and Lux? I don't really talk about that battle. So, like, I've seen outcomes of Loaded Lux battles not really have as much effect as it does going into it. So I'm more intrigued by the performance, but there's still a lot of implications. Like, I don't know how Will ends his year. I don't know how Nitty. I don't know how Nitty ends his year. I don't know what Easy does to Mook. Like, there's a lot of little factors to attribute. But Geech is gonna be battling A Ward in November, probably, right? The rematch. So if he beats Calico, Loaded Lux, an A Ward rematch, he gets 40 bars for the end of the year because that was supposed to be booked. Might get rescheduled. Like, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to argue against Geechee. You know what I'm saying? Is the A War rematch booked? It's not, but they've talked about it several times. And I've already seen flyers for like this riot card called the Monopoly or the Lottery. I think it's called. I forgot the name of it for November. So I think that's gonna be the card where we will see Geechee and A Ward battle. He didn't beat Calico. G4, I agree with you, G4. The app does it though. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I go back to say, like, how do you beat this guy? Like, what do you do? Hold on, man. I got a sound effect here for this. Let me see. Listen, man. Every single time is a battle I have Geechee losing, but the app has him winning. This is how I feel. You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it. How? How does he do it? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, how? Tuxedo, I actually don't agree with you. I think he beat Goods clearly, but he lost the DNA in my opinion. So, you know, this guy just lives in debatable land, bro. He can't keep getting away with this, bro. He can't keep getting away with this. So if you don't want to see Geechee get his third champion of the year, you got to pick Lux to beat him clearly. You can't keep getting away with this. Yeah, B1, but that's not all stands, though. That's not all stands. Like, I don't think you're a stand if you say Geechee beat Goods. I think he beat Goods. I think you're a stand if you say he hasn't lost any of his battles. That's where it gets a little weird. Justin says Geechee beat Surf to me. Listen, man, this man lives in debatable island. Like, he lost to Nitty. Did he though? Did he? I don't know. He lost by 1 vote. The fan vote split by the judges. Like, I don't know, son. I don't know. I don't fucking know. He definitely lost on the app though. Did Geechee beat Verb in clips? G4? I might be on an island on this one, and I'm willing to take the stones thrown at me. I think Verb beat Geechee. That's just me, bro. That's just me. Geechee was stumbling. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like the apple pies and yams and fries. I know you don't like that shit, but like, that's one of those battles I thought Verb won, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought Verb beat Geechee. That's just me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Verb was winning on the app for a little bit. Now he's losing on the app, but like, I don't know. That's just and this. I'm glad more people feel this way. I feel too. I'm glad. I thought I was the only one. The Chilla battle is where people. That's where I'm on the island as well because I actually thought Geechee beat Chilla, but everybody thinks Chilla beat Geechee. So again, like this is just the life of Geechee Gotti. All fucking debatables. All debatables. Hey Justin, that's look when I guess when you have an opinion and you know you're in a minority, you have to at least acknowledge like, yo, I'm in the minority of this opinion, but this is how I feel. And when you accept that, like you accept everybody else. What top tier has Geechee beat clearly? I guess if you consider Chess top tier, which by definition he is, I'll say he beat Chess clearly. Thank you, B more, thank you. Suge and Math, yeah, he beat those guys clearly. Yikes. Geechee beat Chess clearly. What are you talking about? Chess battles was still close. He beat Clips clear. It's funny. I think he beat Clips clear too. But that's another battle that App has him winning. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I gotta let it be known. He can't keep getting away with it. How? He can't keep getting away with it. He gets away with all of this shit, man. Clips did not beat Geechee. Oh man, I'm over it, man. Tata, you see this? There's not a single Geechee battle that everybody can come to one agreement on. And if that doesn't speak volumes to who Geechee Gotti is and how hard it is to beat him clearly, like, all right, man, we're done for the day, man. Salute to everybody tuning in. A nice little late morning show. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a spectacular, blessed Monday. I will drop this ASAP. We'll be using the pink layout for the rest of October. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody in the chat that stood around. It was a really fun show. Tata says Flames reminds me of him in that aspect. You know what? Tata, real quick, Lady Flames is amazing. All her battles are fantastic. But if you say she lost all her battles, you're probably not lying, but you're leaving out the context of how good she is. So that ultimately performance and being competitive sometimes will matter more than winning. She beat EK. Hey, listen, I respect that, but some people feel the other way. I'll take Flames' debatable battles over Casey's bad wins. Point blank. Period. Reggie said it best. All right, man. Salute to everybody, man. Anastasia King, Tata, gang. Reggie, Alma. Salute to Alma. Says she beat EK and Vixen. I ain't mad at that at all. King Newbie. Salute to you. Hands the Great. No past look problem. You know what I'm saying? Dev Dollars. My man Fat Pikachu. I love that name, man. Salute to Fat Pikachu. Everybody have a good one, man. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll be posting a bunch of stats. Obviously the news. A lot of news over the weekend. A lot of interesting stats from the Drake card. Much love to everybody, man. Thanks for the stream. Salute, Fat Pikachu. Salute.